Hey guys, Miata Man again, and today I'm going to give you a quick tour of what's behind your dashboard. We've got the dashboard out of this 1991, and I just want to take you on a quick tour and show you what everything is in there. So here we go. All right, so as you can tell, the dashboard's been removed. I've vacuumed some of the places that you can't get to normally, so it's nice and clean in these areas. So this is basically just a bit of information on what's under there. So if you're trying to find or locate something, this is the easy way to see what's what. So that there is your ignition lock. On the other end of that is your ignition switch right there, and it's held on with one Phillips #2 screw. Right there is your fuel pump relay right there. That is your flasher unit right there. This is one of the plugs that goes to one of the switches that's on the clutch. So the clutch has two different switches on it. One right here. Let me zoom in a little bit for you right there. That is at the top of the clutch switch. Now there's a second one, which is usually the one that presents problems. And that one, if I can get in there, is right there. That white box that you see in the screen there with that little nub sticking out of it, that's the one that when you push the clutch in, let me see if I can do that real quick for you. It pushes that little switch in like that, and the car won't start if you don't have the clutch in. So that sometimes goes bad. So that's an easy way to see what it looks like and where it is. And you can actually bypass that by, it has a plug on it, just like this, but it's somewhere else. It's hidden under there right now, and I can't find it for you, but it does have a connector just like this, and you can jumper that and bypass the clutch switch quite easily. So that's that. The fuse box is right here, and it's got a cap on it, of course, and quite often that cap is missing. It pulls off from the bottom here, just like that, and it hooks on, because people have a hard time getting these back on properly. It hooks on the top with those two hooks right there, and then it just clips on at the bottom. And if you're missing yours, this is a great opportunity to get a look at what all the different fuses are. So I'll just wait there for a second for you, because a lot of Miatas are missing these now at this point in time. And this one here is a 1991 1.6. Okay, so inside the fuse panel, you've got all your fuses. That there is like a breaker for the heater fan, and it has a little button in the middle of it, a little red button. And sometimes if it trips, you just reset it, just like you would any other breaker. So that's that. Now I'm going to clip the top of this in first, and then clip the bottom in like that, and that will stay on. That little hole you see in the end of here, that should have a spare fuse in it. And let's see, what can I show you next? Oh, this here, that's your Speedo cable. So your Speedo cable, to undo it, you push this button here, and that releases that little clip. So if you want to pull your Speedo out of the car, that is how you do it, right there. Okay, next we're gonna have a look behind the flasher unit. Now this is for Canadian cars. You've got a green box in behind all this stuff here, and I just need to get access for you. Just give me a moment here. Let's see if we can, actually, you know what I might do? I'll just pull this one off like that. That's how you get them off. So in behind here, that's your horn relay. That's an LA10 relay. That's for the horn. This here is unplugged because it's irritating. That's the timer buzzer, as they call it, or the buzzer relay. So when the key's in the ignition and the doors are open, that thing makes all kinds of noise, and it's not very popular. So the easy way to solve that problem is just to unplug that right there. Okay, reach underneath the dash, unplug it, and then your irritating buzzing sound goes away. Now in behind that we have the daytime running light relay, and it's just a hard one to show you right now. Let's just see if I can get you in there for a better look. There you go. You can see the green there in behind right here. That's your daytime running light relay. Sometimes it's hanging off of that one of these bolts up here. Actually, it's right there. So on some of the later cars that have airbags, it's up here. But on all the 1.6s and most of the 1.8s I've seen in Canada, it's right here. So that's the plug for it. I'll unplug it real quick so you can tell. So if you don't have one, you need to add one. That's what the plug looks like. Okay, and I'll just plug that back in. There we go. So that's that. Now this is your heater box here, and that houses the heater core. So the heater core comes through the firewall right here, those two pipes, and they go into the heater box. So sometimes if you suspect you might have a leak, it will leak out of the box at the bottom right here. This one's clean, there's no problems at all, but usually if they usually leak out right there. Okay, now the other side, we've got the tube that goes from the heater box to the blower motor. So the blower motor pulls fresh air from inside the cowl on the passenger side, and then it blows it through this pipe into the heater box, and it gets distributed through the dash and out of the vents. Okay, so that's the heater box there. That's the blower motor on the bottom. This tube here sometimes comes off. So if you've got no heat coming through the vents, but you've got lots of noise and no heat, then there's a good chance that hose has fallen off and it's not connected properly anymore. Okay, so there you go, guys. I hope that helps you out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll make more videos soon. Thanks.